Hey, crypto crew, stop scrolling for a second. Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow and the crypto market has flipped upside down. New players, wild moves, and opportunities you didn't see coming. Sounds thrilling, right? But keeping up with crypto can feel like chasing a rocket ship. That's why today we're diving deep into 5 game-changing stories shaking up the crypto world right now. From institutional giants to Memecoin madness, we're unpacking what's driving the market and what it means for you. So before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Don't miss a single update in this fast-moving space. Trust me, you'll want to be in the loop for this one. Let's go! All right, let's set the stage. Crypto's moving at lightning speed, new tech, new trends, and markets that never sleep. It's exciting, but let's be real. The information overload is intense. So we're hitting pause on the daily noise to focus on 5 massive developments that are shaping the future of crypto. Think XRP futures, Bitcoin hoarding, Solana bets, and even a Trump meme coin dinner that's got everyone talking. These aren't just headlines, they're signals of where the market's headed. Ready to dive in? Here's the lineup. CME Group's potential XRP futures launch, MetaPlanet's Bitcoin buying spree, Rockaway X's Solana fund, Securitize's crypto index fund, and the buzz around Trump's meme coin gala. Each story's a piece of a bigger puzzle, and we're connecting the dots to give you the full picture. Let's start with CME Group and XRP. Buckle up. CME Group's XRP futures. First up, let's talk about CME Group, the heavy hitter in the derivatives world. They're reportedly gearing up to launch XRP futures as early as next month, pending regulatory approval. Now, if you're thinking, wait, isn't CME already in crypto? You're right. They've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana futures on the books. Adding XRP as their 4th crypto product, that's a big deal. It's like the institutional world saying, XRP, you've got our attention. So what's the setup here? CME's planning 2 types of contracts, standard ones at 50,000 XRP and micro ones at 2,500 XRP. Both are cash settled, meaning no actual XRP changes hands. Just the cash difference based on price movements. They'll use the CME CF XRP dollar reference rate to keep things standardized. This is all about giving traders, especially the big institutional players, a way to hedge or speculate on XRP's price without diving into the crypto Wild West. Exactly. And here's why this matters. Futures contracts like these are often a stepping stone to bigger things, like spot ETFs. Remember how Bitcoin and Ethereum futures helped pave the way for their ETFs in the US? Analysts are already whispering that XRP could be next. Kaiko Research recently flagged XRP as a top contender for a spot ETF, pointing to its $127 billion market cap, 4th largest in crypto. That's not small potatoes. And let's not forget Ripple, the company behind XRP. They've been in the headlines for years, not just for their tech, but for their legal battles. Their recent settlement with the SEC was a game changer, clearing up some regulatory fog. That clarity is likely making CME and other institutions feel a bit cozier about jumping into XRP. It's like the market saying, okay, we've got a green light, let's move. But it's not all smooth sailing. XRP and Ripple have their fair share of critics in the crypto community. There's been beef over energy use. XRP's way less power-hungry than Bitcoin, but some argue it's too centralized. And then there's the regulatory drama. Even with the SEC settlement, Ripple's still a lightning rod for debate. So, while CME's move is bullish for XRP, it's not without some baggage. Fair point. Still, the fact that CME's even considering XRP futures shows how far the crypto market's come. It's not just Bitcoin and Ethereum anymore. Altcoins like XRP are getting a seat at the institutional table. So, what's the takeaway? This could be a signal that XRP is ready for prime time, maybe even an ETF down the road. Keep your eyes peeled, because this story's just getting started. MetaPlanet's Bitcoin buying spree. Next, let's hop over to Japan, where MetaPlanet, an investment firm, is making waves with their Bitcoin stash. They just hit a major milestone, 5,000 BTC, worth about $460 million. That's not pocket change. And get this, they're not slowing down. Their CEO, Simon Jarovich, says they're only halfway to their 2025 goal of 10,000 BTC, with an even bigger target of 21,000 by 2026. Talk about ambition. Yeah, MetaPlanet's going all in on Bitcoin. They started ramping up their buys in April this year, and it's paying off. Their stock price has been on a tear. And Jarovich is out here saying, we're just getting started. It's like they're trying to become the MicroStrategy of Asia, building a massive Bitcoin treasury to hedge against Japan's economic challenges, like a weakening yen and high national debt. And they're not alone. This week we saw news about 21, a new Bitcoin-focused venture with Cantor Fitzgerald, SoftBank, Bitfinex, and Tether, aiming to be a multi-billion-dollar player. It's clear that big players are treating Bitcoin not just as a speculative asset, but as a core part of their financial strategy. MetaPlanet's just one piece of this puzzle. What's driving this? For MetaPlanet, it's about survival in Japan's tricky economic climate. Negative interest rates, a depreciating yen. Bitcoin's a hedge against all that. Plus, their inclusion in the MSCI Japan Index this year is boosting their cred with institutional investors. It's like they're saying, Bitcoin's our rocket fuel and we're riding it to the moon. But let's talk risks. Loading up on Bitcoin isn't exactly a safe bet. Crypto's volatile. $460 million today could be half that tomorrow. And while their stock's been climbing, tying your company's fate to Bitcoin could spook some investors. Still, Jarovich seems unfazed. That kind of conviction is either genius or gutsy, maybe both. It's a bold move, no doubt. And it's part of a bigger trend. Companies like MetaPlanet are betting that Bitcoin's here to stay, not just as a trading asset, but as a store of value. Whether they hit that 21,000 BTC target or not, they're sending a message. Bitcoin's not just for crypto bros anymore, it's for balance sheets. And Rockaway X's Solana fund. Now, let's shift gears to venture capital. Rockaway X, a major player managing over $2 billion, just closed a $125 million fund, and they're putting a massive bet on Solana. Up to 75% of this fund is earmarked for early-stage Solana projects. That's a serious vote of confidence in Solana's future. And they've got some heavy hitters backing them. Solana Labs co-founders Anatoly Yakovenko and Raj Gokal are investors, which is like getting a gold star from the Solana gods. Rockaway X is already putting money to work, backing projects like Double Zero and Hyperliquid. They're not just throwing cash around, they're diving deep into the Solana ecosystem. So why Solana? Rockaway X points to the usual perks: blazing fast transactions, low costs. But they also love Solana's builder-first culture. It's like a playground for developers with projects popping up in DeFi, infrastructure, and decentralized networks. They're betting Solana's the next big hub for crypto innovation. And they're not just investors, they're tech nerds. Rockaway X calls themselves engineering first. They run Solana validators, build hardware tools like optimized GPUs, and get their hands dirty in the tech. That's not your typical VC firm. They're in it for the long haul, building the infrastructure to make Solana thrive. But Solana's had its hiccups, right? Network outages, congestion issues. Critics love to point those out. Still, Rockaway X seems unfazed, and with $125 million to deploy, they're doubling down. It's a reminder that VC money doesn't just follow hype, it follows potential. Solana's clearly got their attention this big time. This fund's a signal that Solana's not just a flash in the pan, it's a serious contender. If Rockaway X's bets pay off, we could see Solana projects leading the next wave of crypto innovation. For now, they're planting seeds, and we'll be watching to see what grows. Securitize's Crypto Index Fund. All right, let's talk about making crypto easier for the suits, aka institutional investors. Securitize, a leader in tokenizing real-world assets, just launched the MI4 Crypto Index Fund with Mantle, and Mantle's not messing around. They're the anchor investor with a whopping $400 million commitment. That's a huge vote of confidence. The MI4 fund's designed to be a one-stop shop for crypto exposure: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and US dollar stablecoins. But it's not just about holding these assets. They're using DeFi staking strategies to juice up returns and rebalancing quarterly to keep things fresh. Mantle's head of strategy, Timothy Chen, called it a set it and forget it solution. It's perfect for institutions who want crypto's upside without the hassle of managing wallets or staking themselves. And with the real-world asset tokenization market exploding, over $21 billion and counting, MI4 is riding a massive wave. Their goal's pretty ambitious. They want MI4 to be the S&P 500 of crypto. That's a bold claim, but it makes sense. Institutions love diversified, low-maintenance options, and MI4 is built to deliver just that. It's like crypto for people who don't want to deal with crypto's chaos. Still, it's not without risks. DeFi staking can be tricky. Smart contract bugs, market volatility, you name it. And while $400 million from Mantle's a strong start, the fund's success depends on broader adoption. Will other institutions bite? That's the big question. True, but Securitize is tapping into a growing trend, making crypto more accessible to traditional finance. If MI4 delivers, it could open the floodgates for more institutional capital. For now, it's a smart play in a market that's hungry for simplicity. Trump Memecoin dinner buzz. Okay, now for something a bit wilder, the Trump Memecoin dinner. President Trump's hosting a gala for the top 220 holders of his Trump Memecoin at his golf club on May 22nd. And the crypto world's buzzing, especially after Arkham Intelligence flagged a wallet with 1.2 million Trump tokens, worth about 14.5 million, registered under the name Sun. Yeah, the speculation's running hot that it's Justin Sun, the Tron founder and HTX advisor. He's a known Trump supporter and has ties to Trump's DeFi projects. But here's the catch. We don't know for sure it's him. Anyone could have registered that wallet under Sun on the Trump meme website. It's a murky situation. Murky but fascinating. The Trump Memecoin, launched on Solana, exploded to a $14 billion market cap in hours. It's a perfect example of how meme coins thrive on hype, internet culture, and big names. But it's also a reminder of crypto's weirder side, where politics, memes, and money collide. And it's not just Trump. Melania launched her own meme coin, tanking Trump's price for a bit. This whole saga shows how meme coins can capture attention but also raise questions about longevity. Are these tokens serious investments or just cultural flashpoints? Probably the latter. Still, the gala's a real event, and that wallet's holding serious value. It's a snapshot of how crypto's cultural side can move markets, even if it's fleeting. Love it or hate it, meme coins are part of the crypto story, and this one's got everyone talking. Totally. It's like crypto's version of a reality show. Chaotic, polarizing, but impossible to ignore. And it's a stark contrast to the institutional moves we've been talking about. That's crypto for you. 1 foot in the boardroom, 1 foot in the meme world. Wow, what a ride. From XRP futures to Bitcoin hoarding, Solana bets, crypto index funds, and Trump's memecoin mania, we've covered a lot of ground. These stories aren't just headlines. They're clues to where crypto's headed. Institutions are diving in, innovation's booming, and yeah, the meme world's keeping things spicy. So, what's next? That's the big question, and we'll be here to unpack it. If you love this video, smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe to stay ahead of the crypto curve. The market's moving fast. Don't get left behind. And let us know in the comments. Which of these trends are you most excited about? XRP ETFs, Solana's rise, or are you just here for the meme coin drama? Drop your thoughts below and we'll catch you in the next video.